Sim Racing 454 here, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing another track review, this time Canadian Tire Motorsports Park 2019, also known as Mosport, which I think most of us will identify it as. It is version 1.0 and was developed by John R777. You can find the link to download it in the description as always, and we'll be driving the Porsche 911 GT3 Cup car. You can see the headlights flashing. I think that's part of the custom shaders patch that I have installed. I don't think it's making a difference really to the overall appearance of the track, as when I ran the track without the shaders patch, it looked really just as good. I think the first thing that I should mention about this track that's really important is that it was developed using Lidar data, which is like a laser reference to get an incredibly high accuracy of the track and the elevations and the cambers, which also means there's all kinds of bumps, which I more than welcome. I think that's really can separate a good track from a great track. Because there's all kinds of good tracks out there that have a really good layout, but they're like glass smooth and they lack a lot of character. Where when you're driving this one and you're feeling all different kinds of bumps all over, you feel a bit of the history in the surface, I guess, and it just kind of feels alive. It's a relatively short track, so it doesn't take long to get started onto the start-finish line. Turn 1 is incredibly fast. You dive in deep and you're on the throttle very early. Turn 2, there's several different lines you can actually take. Because it is a simulated track, the grip levels between the inside and the outside are pretty much the same, so it's all about just getting the correct line for your style and the car that you're driving. Squeeze off the throttle under the accurate sign, back on it full, and then hard on the brakes, which bottoms out the car every time, and then you gotta release the brake, use a little throttle, and try to get the nose in to the slowest corner of the track. That is by far the most difficult section. The Porsche 911 GT3 Cup car is actually very fast on the straight. Coming up to 250 kilometers an hour under the Canadian Tire sign. Then gradually reduce speed. I should mention the curbs. They are all sorts of different shapes and sizes. Some are flat, like the ones here in turn 1. Even on the exit, that had a slightly different camber to the curb. I think that's part of that Lidar data. As you can see, even the curb there was very steep, and it actually had quite a unique shape to it altogether. Again, breathe the throttle, full throttle, hard on the brakes, into by far the most difficult spot on the whole track. You can make up so much time there, though. The trees and the grass, it does have 3D grass, a lot of foliage. There's all kinds of different buildings and vehicles, grandstands, so you can really tell the developer spent a lot of time with the details, which really make you feel like you're actually on a real track. You can even see the power lines. That's an amazingly detailed feature. The AI is not amazing, to be honest. Every single race started the same way, with the pack just creeping off the line, but once you got into turn 1, the racing gets going to normal pace. And aside from a few corners, the racing actually wasn't too bad, at least when racing against a field of the same car. I chose to start from the middle of the full 37 car grid, which does allow for some busy racing and good for multi-class racing, but be warned, 37 cars can put a strain on your CPU. I ran the AI at 100% difficulty with 75% aggression, and I found at this level I was up to 2.5 seconds faster, and the AI really wasn't that aggressive overall, but in every single race the AI would eventually come together in Moss Corner, and this could result in some big pileups. There are 3 spots that I found the AI to be too slow, which made passing way too easy. First was into turn 1. Then into the Moss Corner, where the AI brakes way too early. And then finally going into the S's, where the AI usually takes a wide line, and you just have to stick to the inside, and you go right by. The track comes with 5 external camera sets. Now, while none differ significantly from each other, each camera set is put together brilliantly with excellent transitions, and I love that they hold a single camera view for an extended time, as I hate when there's like 50 cuts every couple seconds, because really, what track out there has that many cameras? Before I get to the final lap, don't forget to hit that like button, and I just want to say great job to the developer of this track. Yeah, sure, the AI could use some improvement, but in terms of accuracy, graphics, and enjoyment, this track gets an easy A+, and I highly recommend it. And in the next video, we're going to stay at Mosport to do a full GT3 comparison, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that video, and thanks for watching.